So people often ask me, what was the inspiration behind Daughters of Hustle? Um, how did the mentality form and things like that? So I'm gonna start off by saying that when I was younger, like, and you can go back to one of my videos where I talk about building my own business with a girl named Sarah when I was in the fourth grade. I really think it started life with that. Uh, when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of females that liked me because of how I looked, or because of how educated I was, or because how smart I was. I was different. I wasn't like no nigga off the street like that. Even though I was affected by the environment, like, I wasn't no hoe ass nigga. Like, I beat your ass for real. Like, but I wouldn't like instigate it, and it wasn't something I was proud of. It was more used as a defensive type of situation. So a lot of girls that that I liked or whatever like that, or was cool with, they always put me in the friend zone automatically. I wasn't like nobody to date like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was the person to talk to. Like, so if a girl had a problem with a boyfriend, or just say she got beat up by her boyfriend, or a boyfriend cheated on her and shit like that, she'll come to me and we'll talk about it. And she'd be like, "Man, Mike, why did this happen? Blah blah blah." So I would try to solve her problem for her, because I was always a problem solver ever since I was little. I was always trying to solve problems. So when females used to come to me and shit like that, I'd be trying to solve a problem. It was like a challenge for me. It's like my Capricorn nature. So um, that was happening. And also, too, what a great influence was my mother. My mother, she was also in that same video where I was talking about how I became a writer and everything. I talk about this too. Is that my mother came from the projects, and she used to like watch like all the gangsters and the prostitutes like kids and shit. Like, she used to make money. You know how when you're a kid you make your extra money, like, babysitting and stuff like that. You try to like get it in and get your papers up. But she used to do that, and then she from that she went to college. She was the only person from out of her family that ever went to college, and they offered like a program or something where she studied child psychology. And then after she graduated, she wanted to own her own daycare center. And what she wanted to do was she wanted to be able to take the unfortunate kids in the neighborhoods, like all the bad kids that everybody gave up on them, and be able to put them in an environment where she can re-educate them and be able to help them be better people as they get older. And I watched her do that. It was very inspiring to me and shit. I watched her from nothing, with nothing but a vision, and be able to put that together. And then when I got older, that's the way I started treating girls I was dating. So as I got older, I started like dating. Of course, like I had like girlfriends and shit like that. But like I said, I never had girlfriends based on how I look. It was always based on friendships first. And it was just the foundation of the friendship was strong enough to build something on top of that, which created like relationships and intimate situations and things like that. Um, but it was always a thing in my neighborhood and stuff. And growing up in Milwaukee, is that all the dudes I was ever around tried to do something ill and bad to me. Like, I got a bullet graze in the back of my head because some dude tried to shoot me in the head for trying to steal my car. Like, he was sitting in the back seat and he tried to shoot me in the head. I just moved in a certain kind of way when I felt his energy behind me. Like, that's right there. Just recently, like 4 or 5 years ago, when I was in Milwaukee, like, a dude shot up in my in my grandma's house when I was visiting her and stuff, trying to find somebody else, but straight bullet coming in. I could have got shot thin and shit. The bullet, went through the window and hit the wall. And the only reason why it didn't hit me in the head is because I was sitting down. So, and it was just like ill like that. It was like a lot of black dudes killing each other and shit like that, trying to get over on each other, hurting each other, like destroying each other and shit. And I seen that. But with women, with females and shit around that time, every female that I've been with has always tried to do something to try to help me in some way. We may not have lasted a whole bunch of years and all that type of stuff, but the energy was always try to help me in some way. And I learned from that. Like, what I'm saying? I listened to stuff that they went through and everything. But my problem in those situations, was always me being a problem solver. I always try to solve the problem with the girl that I was with. I was always like, hey, that shit happened to you, whatever. You looking out for me, you helping me and shit. Let me help you solve your problem. But the girls that I was dating couldn't understand that for some reason. They were still like stuck. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of solutions I had could have helped and everything, but it wasn't like really nothing I can do and shit like that. So I end up leaving the situation because I couldn't be with no female and stuff like that who had these issues and shit. Because a lot of girls that I've dated, they still had that nigga shit on them. Like they've dated niggas. So a lot of women, especially like right now and stuff, why I don't have a queen right now is because I'm waiting on a queen to one. But the reason why I don't date and everything like that because they're not queens. And a lot of girls that I've dated in the past and everything, they allow the way another dude treated them into their soul, like, and they'll treat me like fucked up based on what that dude did. Like I always, like any girl I ever dated and stuff, you ever ask me, I used to say like, hey, don't put me in a hole and shit because of what this nigga did over here and shit. I want a clean slate because I'm not like that. But the girls weren't able to make that transition from dealing with a nigga to now dealing with a king. So that was a problem. So with all that combined and everything like that, I grow up and I grow and I grow, and then by being a writer, you want to be able to write about something that you know about, that you passionate about. And I think like I'm passionate about women saving my life. I'm passionate about the intelligence of women. I'm passionate about trying to stop niggas from destroying women's minds and their bodies and their hearts and their souls. Because a lot of women out here are beautiful, beautiful people, not just on the physical side. I'm talking about soulfully. But a lot of times by dealing with niggas in the street who don't appreciate that, who just look at them as sexual objects, who just look at them as somebody that they can just mistreat and mishandle every day, they lose that. They lose that crown on their head and they start being mean and they start being other than what they essence are. So I feel like, now in my life, I feel like women should have these crowns on their heads because they are what I just said. They're intelligent. There's so many different things and everything like that. But my thing is, I want to be able to take the things that I know that men have used to destroy women, and I want to be able to show that to females and give them weapons in order to fight against that shit. I feel like a lot of women, their mindset and what they have to say could bring harmony in this world. You know, men are savages, like what I'm saying, and that's just part of their power and everything. But I believe that to bring balance in humanity, you need to include the woman, and you need to include who she is, what she is, and also her power base. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I focus on being able to help women through the arts, literature, writing stories and things about their life and creating books and music is a piece to the crown. Photography, films, dance, and activism work in the community, giving back to community, helping other people, book drives and things like that, the no test, no sex campaign and everything like that, where I tell women to open your mind before you open your legs. Get these dudes tested before you have sex with them. So those are pieces to the crown. So whenever you hear me say like the crown or refer things as a crown and things like that those are the pieces to the crown. And I feel like each woman is has extreme good artistic skill behind her. She's born with that. You know what I mean? But the problem is in the world is that when they're born with those artistic skills and when they find out about them, they are not in an environment that can increase it and be able to help and empower them to be better in it. They're usually environments of people talking shit. Like right now, a woman listen to this now. You can remember when you was a kid and you just tried to sing. Say it's music. You just tried to sing. You know what I mean? You just get into your own, and then you have somebody around you be like, "Oh, you ain't nothing," or act like um um encourage you to be better and shit. They'll talk shit about it. So a lot of times women put those things to the side and they start doing other shit. So that's a preview of what I'm saying, the reason why I am the way I am with DOH and everything, and then more will be out in the future.